Stephen, you're looking a wee bit upset there. I mean, are you okay?
No, I am upset. I mean,
What's going on?
Well, before they come on, but they were calling me bloody names and new names. They were saying clowns. Were calling us clowns. Well, I'm going to clown with them. Mikey Newman and that little other body snatcher, Randy, WSHGSC.
They're always causing trouble, though.
They really are. And they made fun
trouble
of me. And you weren't even here to get made fun of, which annoyed me probably even more.
Thank God, because last week with me, I mean, I was getting all the short jokes in the world.
Well, that's it. I mean,
right up until I stood up.
5 minutes, they're on call out. Everybody blame Randy and Mikey Newman.
Well, I mean, let's not blame young Randy. I mean, it's just
it's Mikey Newman. He's impressionable. Yeah.
And I mean, Mikey Newman's just a bad influence on these people. Apart from anything else, he's an enabler. I mean, we say that Slippy's an enabler, but Mikey Newman is like that. He's the enabler from hell. It's like, I mean, every time he turns around, he's got a new bloody name.
Can I just say he has a great master, somebody to teach him how to do that.
Who's that?
Me, I sell him all my knives. Hello, you bunch of rabble. How are you? It's me, Paddy and Jud. I'm Paddy, and this is Jud. You might not notice the difference because we look as young. I took my beard off. I'm trying to encourage spring to come. And apart from...
I didn't bloody recognise him when I walked into the room. I said, have you seen Stephen? Anybody?
I had to threaten my granddaughter to give me a kiss. I'm not kissing you.
No, actually, his granddaughter's not talking to him, and I didn't realize that was an option. Otherwise, I would have taken it a long time ago, or encouraged him to shave before now.
Yes, I'm bringing the spring in, so we're going to get sunny tomorrow. Stevie done it. Paddy McTouche.
So it looks as if, Stephen, some people have been here actually since last night, even though we told them last week. Even though we told them last week that we weren't going to be on Thursday.
Yes,
but it is good to see you all. We have the one, the only, the legend in his own lifetime, in his own mind. We have Mikey Newman, and we also have Randy, our favorite, everybody's favorite
body snatcher,
the body snatcher himself, the man with the body in the cellar or the basement, as they call it out there. We have Randy, we have Mikey, we have EDC, we have. Who else have we got? We've got Tony's Ponies. We've got there's so much conversation going on between those three. Gizmo's in, Sean's in. Sean, how are you? Hope you're feeling better, Sean, by the way. And that you've got over this. I still haven't got over that. Oh yes, no, please don't mention naked Sean. That's an image that I will carry with me and it'll disturb my sleep tonight. Yes, Tony, put some clothes on.
God, that's amazing. 29 people already. Use our stars. Hit the like button now.
One man, his dub is in. We've got Nigel in, Nigel Loftus, Michael Morgan. We've got
Stephen Wallace.
We've got before Stephen.
Sorry.
Where is he? Oh, I've missed him. There he is. We've got Spiros is in, absolutely.
2 weeks in a row, I remembered.
Absolutely. We'll get him there, Spiros. Don't worry about it. We've got Michael Morgan, as it said, and we've got Elan in, and oh my God, Paddy's naked, just on his face. Yeah. It means before the watershed that's
well,
allowed.
I'm sort of that's Swedish naked when you leave a wee bit on, isn't it?
Yes. Also, don't ask him to stand up for the love of all that's holy. And who else have we got?
We've got Joe. We've got Joe from from Canada.
Joe, always good to see you in. And it hasn't arrived yet, though, has it?
No, I texted him about tea time. Yeah. Still hasn't arrived. But if it doesn't come, it will come tomorrow. But it might even come during this episode.
Here's hoping anyway. And as usual, no shame in Newman. Mikey, no shame Newman is still giving it up there, Stephen. Still giving it up. We wouldn't have it anywhere other way, Mikey. And by the way, how's the Magna Cut working out for you? Mikey was just sharing that he got a new Spider Cut Sage.
Spider Cut Sage in yellow,
the lightweight.
Yeah, but it's the lightweight. It's what their the Salt series.
Oh yes, that's right.
The yellow is the Salt series. They have a yellow and a lime green.
So they're using the Magna Cut instead of the H200.
Yes. Yeah.
Because
cool. It's virtually, but it's not as good as probably LT200 or the previous one, which was the
H200 or
H2, an H.
In terms of resistance, but in terms of water,
the edge retention, the blade,
all superior.
All superior.
So it's a better
Oh, it's an
It's a
update.
better compromise.
Yeah,
really.
it's a really good update.
Yep.
So, and I've had one of them in the LC200. They're a cracking knife. It's a lovely little knife.
Uh-huh.
I even enjoy the plastic on it as well. It's quite nice. It's so comfortable now. The Sage is a lovely blade.
It would be perfect. It was funny because a friend of mine actually dives.
It's a
And
native 5 I had.
yeah, oh right, I was native. A friend of mine dives and he was looking for a knife, and I was recommending the salt, just the dragonfly, because the dragonfly salt would have been perfect. Just wanted a wee knife to cut through netting and stuff like that. But the new one in MagnaCut would be absolutely fantastic.
Absolutely. They're not that dear. They're usually a pretty good price. And I don't know what the MagnaCut one's like. I've just seen a picture of it.
Well, the prices for MagnaCut are coming down all the
Oh,
time.
very much. That Boker one, sure, at 105, 120, yeah.
Posted though, that was posted. You're quite right. It was about 105. So yeah, absolutely. So that's what Mikey's been doing with himself, and that's just one of the multitude of knives that he's bought over the last week.
Yes, he bought a box off them. A box off them.
Yes. Well, he
So
was pressured.
Yeah, but no,
He did threaten to stop.
He didn't have many. That would encourage him.
Oh, well, that's good. That's more.
That's good salesmanship.
Yeah.
The
Oh, so he offered to stop talking to
Yeah.
I'm with you now.
So, yeah, he didn't have many fixed blades, so he now has one in each category of fixed blades.
Because you're tidying up a wee bit.
Yeah, really cutting back. And we forgot last week that nobody picked me up on it. I was to do the live last week. We were to tell who won the number and the little knife.
Do we have a winner?
We have. No, I don't know. I haven't looked. I genuinely haven't looked. But I have picked the wee knife that I'm giving away, which is inside here, which might be a clue if you know these sort of knives. This to me is the quintessential pen knife for man or woman. And I've given it that sort of color. Man, woman, or beast, yeah. If you're a number or a pronoun, sorry, get out of here. I was only joking. You can stay. Well, you can stay if Zed shuts up. Right. I'm not politically correct, am I?
No, but we'll keep you right, Stephen.
Yes.
All right? Don't worry about it.
I don't mean it if you're a pronoun.
It's okay. I work in HR, so I'll refer you to an equality training course, okay? Don't worry about it.
Is there girls on it?
Inevitably. Yeah. They're worse than we are, it has to be said.
Yes, so I've had a really busy today. I've been sorting through all my gear. I want to do 2 videos, one tomorrow and one on Sunday. There's a little video on before this. Well, I made it this afternoon and put it up. Go back and check that out because there's quite a lot on it. I'm going to do a hand sharpening, but not on a fixed bench blade. No, not a bench blade, bench stone. And I'm going to teach hand sharpening on one of these. And this is from the Lansky system, where you have the bit of wire here and you just go up and down on the Lansky system. So I don't use it anymore. Stop it.
I couldn't resist that one.
Right. So I found this. I found my old Lansky, and if you know, I used this for years. Fantastic bit of equipment in its own right. But I upgraded to the workshop. Well, I'm not even sure if I've upgraded because the workshop just doesn't do pen knives as well as the Lansky used to do, to be honest with you. And I'm sorry, I'm not paying £300 for a sharpening stone or a new system. That's just too much money. It's beat me, that's beat me. I'd maybe go to £200. I'm definitely not going to.
No, but not when you can stone sharpen.
Yeah, I can freehand.
I mean, there's an excuse for somebody like me who needs as much help as he can get. But
well, this is I mean, if you can buy the basic work sharp, just buy the basic one
and see what it can do for you.
And do for you. But if you can freehand sharpen, you can do your pen knives on it, and you can do your other ones because it is good.
For the right size of knife.
Yeah, it's the right size of knife. It's great.
But we're talking about repurposing something here.
Yes, this is going to cost you enough if you have one. And a lot of people who've been around a while did use this Lansky for years. It was a really good system and still is, but I don't use it. So I got all my stones out today, and I looked after my stones, I have to say. Although they were used a lot, I used them all my knives at one stage. So
you want to give me some?
There we go. I've got all of them. I've got from extra coarse down to the sapphire stone, which are ones you had to buy as add-ons. I've got the lip. So the thing I like about them is if you're going to freehand, like when you buy a small blade to freehand sharpen, holding this, it just means holding this in your hand and sharpening on it. When you buy them, they're only thin. So you have to balance them in your hand correctly, which can be a bit dangerous if you're not used to it. The amount of times I sliced my thumb because I didn't have it sitting right. With this, it's built in. You just hold down here and the blade is right over the top of you with clearance, complete clearance of your fingers. So super one for somebody to learn on and begin on. And honestly, their stones last for grit. You don't have to use any oils or anything. You can use a bit of water if you like. I just use them dry because I'm lazy.
You can also, they're also portable as well because they're small, so you can carry them in a bag.
You beat me to it.
Look at that.
This is an old torch thing. So if you go
like, God, this isn't scripted, okay?
No,
I mean I had no idea.
He was late. It definitely wasn't scripted.
You didn't have time to script.
So this is a little torch with an elastic band on it. You can fit 3 of them in it comfortably.
Perfectly.
So you can
drop
take
the back and bottom of your bag and away you go.
Exactly. You take 3 grits, say a 600, 1,000, and a strop.
Yeah.
And off you go. The 600 will do most of your axes. If you don't want to take the strop, you could take the coarse stone, the fine stone, which is 600, and maybe 1,000 grit.
Yeah. So
just take the 1,000 grit ceramic. So put them in that. There they go. It's a little case, and that will go camper. Throw it in your camper bag. That'll do axes as well.
Yeah.
So it's just a wee thing. You'll see tomorrow. I'm going to do the video. I'm going to sharpen. Randy sent me a little knife, and I'm going to sharpen this one. It's a dinky little knife. I love it, and I'm going to put it.
Hang on a second. This is one of Randy's.
Yeah.
Is there any blade on it?
Yeah, that's the good thing. It's a little pen knife with blades, which are full.
I mean, the only reason to say that, Randy, is the last one you sent was a spike. It wasn't a knife.
I had so much fun doing that.
You really did.
So much fun. So this is a lovely little one. It's great. And I'm going to have a challenge for all of you people who come and watch my sharpening video. There's going to be a challenge about little knives this size, as in your peanuts and things like that. I'm going to have a challenge.
What?
Peanuts.
Thank you for
Small
clarifying.
nuts.
Clarifying that.
Chestnuts are bigger nuts. Peanuts are smaller nuts.
Okay.
So all of these have got smaller nuts. This is the size we're going for, and there'll be a wee challenge in that. So do you want to see what the knife is? what I wrote it down. This is the one thing we did do beforehand, but just I had to add my fixed blades to my the rest of my blades, and I can't remember which one it was.
But you put the marker in it?
No, I didn't.
Oh, that would have been too sensible, really.
Exactly. Okay. Can you get that video up? Get it on your phone. It doesn't matter because they can recheck the phone. I can't lie. It's going to be on the phone.
Okay. Which one was it?
It was the one with the competition on it. How am I supposed to freaking know? I can't even remember the name till the next day. It was probably 3 ago. It was on the. Did I do it on the?
Was it on the live?
Was it on the podcast?
I
can't remember. Well, has anybody out there got the video where I put the challenge up to win the wee knife? If you guessed what it was.
Was it the one before Joe? Or was it the one with Joe?
My granny was a seamstress.
Absolutely. Tell you what, you keep talking. I'll look for it, okay? Because we can't both stand here.
Does anybody remember what video it was on? That's how good we are. That's how flipping good this show is. We can't even remember where somebody must have entered into this. Which video did you enter into to do it? I really meant I never checked because I wanted it to be live. And we were going to do it last week and then we forgot about it.
And it's going to be the one with all the comments in it. So we got 9 comments. How
many?
9 comments.
Oh no, there'll be a lot of comments.
I don't think it was a lot.
No, I don't think it was. I think you're right.
Right, go on.
Is anybody in there? Looks like Stephen's been head and shoulders.
Got it.
He's got it. Oh, there we go.
Oh no, maybe not. Such a great.
I think they just had to say I'm in. No, that was Randy.
Was it?
Anybody else know what that video was? We can't find it.
Never mind. Anyway, I'll have a look for it in a sec. Let's continue on.
Yes, we'll continue on. I'll show you what knife it is after on because we have the number there. Somebody find it for me, and
then we'll decide.
You'll get it.
If we can't find it, we'll figure it out after this, and Stephen can do it on his next video.
No, you're not getting it the next Thursday, so find it.
Okay. Or that. We can't blame them for our incompetence, you know.
Why not? That's what all bad hosts do.
It's a good point.
I didn't get very far in the Navy. Wonder why.
Well, that's actually how I've had my career so far.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what are we talking about?
Yes, we're talking about that, and then we're talking about my new little gizmo that I got.
Ooh,
And it's for, where's my new little gizmo? What did you do with it?
What did you do with it?
You had it.
Oh, you put it away.
No, I didn't. Oh, here it is.
Keepers were kind of thrown through other tonight.
Look at this. There's also going to be a video using this on Sunday.
If anybody's seen Forbidden Planet, the 1952 science fiction movie, you will realize that this is actually one of the ray guns that they used in that. So
now,
it's a classic, Stephen. That's all you need.
This is a lovely leather strop for a drill. Now, this drill that I've got is just a 10.8 volt lithium battery. It goes at a fair. It's a good drill. It's a Stanley Fatmax, which is a good makeover here in the UK. And I think it's going to be fast enough to use as a strop, but it's not going to be too fast that it's going to burn. Although I suppose it would if you left it on long enough. But I think it's going to be safe enough. And I'm going to be using that to put a mirror edge, well, as close to a mirror edge as I have in time, because I don't think it'll take that long. But I'm going to use Gummy Juice, which is the new stropping juice, diamond stropping juice. This is in 3 micron, which is not the end result, but it will put a mirror edge on a knife. It'll maybe not take it to its sharpest because you can go right down to 0.5. So I'm going to be using this on this strop on Sunday. There's a little video before this. No, this is not scripted.
It's Byron.
No, Byron.
You're not the only one having a moment. Don't worry about it. We all are.
Slippy and Thrifty are professionals. We are not. We are the other end of the spectrum for really haven't got much to do with my time. I'll go and watch them. That's the sort of the market we hit. Well, you can tell by the people in there, except for yourself, of course. So yeah, that's going to be really interesting. I've never done this before. I just got it yesterday. It came in, so I'm going to be using that.
I have concerns because, in my head, anyway, with a limited knowledge, stropping is quite a gentle task.
Yeah.
There's no weight. It's only just to take a burr off and whatever else. I can't help but think that if you've got a power tool spinning relatively fast, even if you slow it right down, with an abrasive on it, I'm wondering. I'm wanting to see if it's going to have a detrimental effect on the wear.
If you left it on any length of time, yes.
But we're just talking about touches, maybe.
No. You think you are?
I don't know.
A space hopper?
I'm frightened of hurting
There's
the
no
knives.
silly questions, but that's pretty close. No, when you're going across, you just start at your base and then just slide through the knife like that. That's it. It's just like that, and it's fine because you don't want to dig it in because it's a spinning blade. If you dig the blade in, you go, "Whoa!" But you always have to make sure that it's spinning away from you. So that if it does go, it'll be the children of the wife that'll get the damage.
That sounds like a philosophy to take into your wider life, I think.
So yeah, I'm really looking forward to sharpening videos Saturday and Sunday. Please come along and watch them at any time.
Okay.
EDC Journeys in there. I haven't seen him for a while.
EDC Journeys in here.
Tony Ponies.
He was just
Stan's Collector's Universe. You're very welcome. Midlife Crisis. Great name. What's he called?
Where are we?
What's that say? I can't read that. I haven't got me.
Yes, it's a midlife crisis. Yes. Spilty. It's another. Yes, it's another parallel universe.
Fair enough. Absolutely. You're welcome here. Most space cadets end up here sometime or other.
Yeah. That is very, very
so,
true.
Have you got any new knives this week?
No, I've put a ban on buying knives.
How long's the ban for?
It's until
see one you like.
Mike comes through with the 15s in the green socket.
Yeah, are you getting that as well?
I'm saving up for it.
Yeah. Oh, so am I.
Well, I hope. I don't know if I'm on the list or not. That's the GECs.
You'll never know. If you sent the email, you'll be on the list.
But
it's just where you are.
Yeah, it depends on how many he gets.
And he never knows how many. He just gets what he gets.
So, but I was fairly late in, so it all depends.
Well, I'm getting one, so I can give it to you.
A 15? A TC? Borrow 15?
I'll do you a deal, though. I'll do you a deal. This is a good deal. I don't often do these to people.
Mikey, are you watching?
Yes, Mikey. This is There is a lovely 15.
Oh, it is. And it's a spear.
Yeah. If you give me the price that I pay for the green one, if you don't get one, you can have that one.
Sold.
Sold?
Sold.
I think that's a good price. Yeah, it's 1 for 1. You just buy them. I think that's lovely. And that's been Paddy. That was the one of the dye. Do you remember? And you liked the dye because it was that yucky sort of.
But that would completely
pea green.
GCs.
Yeah, it would.
That would.
I think that's a lovely.
That's a lovely.
And you love the spear. I do as well.
I do.
But there's no point in me having two because.
Do I already have it? I can't remember. Yeah, well, I
have
have
a 15, but not.
I have no. I gave away the. I just sold the 15, but I have a 49 in a sheep's foot, so or a ram's foot, and it'd be nice to have the spear.
Yeah,
really would.
But having the TC Barlow is different. Yeah, it really is different.
No, that's absolutely. Yes.
Are you happy with that?
Oh, absolutely.
Done.
Perfect.
There you go. It's done. Please don't let him have many eggs. I'm only joking.
Oh, yeah.
The trouble is you can sell that anywhere.
Absolutely,
you know what I mean?
That's the thing.
It's one of those things. It's the only sort of knife that you're going to get your money back if it's still good.
Because there's so much demand for the 15s.
So,
yes, yes, they definitely did. Tony's Ponies, they definitely did. It was like Christmas has come after all. But yeah, that's the thing. I'm holding off. Because I've got my holiday booked, so I'm saving up for my holiday,
right.
And we know where I'm going on holiday.
Well, if I make a deal now, then if you give me £20 less than the new one is, you can have that one.
If I sit around and say nothing for a while, are you going to drop the price every 10 minutes?
That's it.
Because you've already. I was going to give you the full price.
I know what you always do. I mean, you always give me whatever. You give me £10 extra last time. But so no, £20 less than the price that I pay for mine, and then you can have that one. There you go.
Do you know why that is, Stephen? Because
I'm nice.
Well, no, that's not. If you're working under that illusion, no, you're not, and it's not.
No,
it's because kind of the reputation that I have built up over many years. I'm nice. There you go. You heard it here first, folks.
Jud's nice. We haven't got anybody to back that up yet, but he's nice. Yeah, Mikey will be nice to me. What do you say?
What do you always say? Yeah, he's offering £20 more already.
Yeah, it's sold, Mikey. It's yours.
I've never, Tony. I've never learned how to negotiate like Stephen does, which is. Stephen starts at £10 and then works up to 150, but it's.
But I mean, the thing is that you have to take into consideration if you're buying a knife to make money on it, make more than what it's worth. Mm-hmm. That's the wrong way to collect knives. No, because
from our perspective,
because at any stage the market can drop out of it.
Yeah,
and unless you've got unlimited function, that I buy knives that I want at a reasonable price because 9 times out of 10 when I buy a knife. It's going to move on somewhere else. And then, I maybe try to make £10. If I can make £10, maybe 20 if it's a really high price knife, I'm more than happy. Mm-hmm. That money goes back into the channel. A lot of people out there don't do that. They buy the knife to keep in their collection. Yeah. And if the market falls out of that particular knife, it happened before in life. Do you remember the PM2?
Yeah.
Well, when the PM2 came out, they couldn't make enough of them. And then all of a sudden it changed. Now they still sell plenty, but the price has gone out of the market because people can get them now. Mm-hmm. They upped production, and then people were able to get them easier, so the price dropped. It's happened with Hinder. It's happened with some of the other top makers where the price just dropped out, went from £800 going back down to the selling price of about, I think it was £160, £200. Some of the knives, they just dropped overnight. Yeah. So don't buy a knife to make...
For an investment?
Yeah, for an investment. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind taking a bit of a bath. If, people don't buy it, I'll take a bit of a bath. But if it gets down to a price that I think that's just blooming silly, I'll not sell it. I'll just hang on to it.
But that's very true. I mean, as a collector, all I'm interested in really is in getting almost even a decent proportion of what I spent on it back. Because whatever you lose is the enjoyment you got out of the knife for the time that you have it. And you're moving it on to somebody else. Uh-huh. But what happens, and this is probably what I'm speaking to, because it happened a couple of times, is that it's not collectors who are buying knives to turn them over at a higher price. And one of the best examples that I've seen of this was the Cadet Winter Special limited edition just before Christmas. Now, they were selling for something like 60, 70 quid. And in January, people were turning them around for 120 quid. And they bought multiple of them.
Yeah.
Just so that they could have them and turn them over very quickly. Which, yeah, just sorry.
You see, the thing.
Fair play, I suppose. But I mean, that's what they're doing.
But I think knife companies have the power to knock that in the head, because they could make 1,000 more and not tell anybody. Wait 2 days and sell the 1,000, and that puts whatever they've stored up gone. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's a great way. It wouldn't take that much to do it because they know they can sell them.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know why they make so little when they know that the Christmas special is going to be massive. Why don't they just sell it massively and let people get them? Because it'll take the price gougers out of it. But
to a certain
what
point,
I know,
definitely. Oh well, marketing's never been our strong point.
Yes. Any questions in there? Just shout out and ask them. I love Midnight Crisis. I want that tag.
Buy me a TW Barlow and we'll exchange monies for it, mate. I haven't been able to get the site to ship to me in Taylor's Eyewitness.
Taylor's Eyewitness. Now, there's two versions of the Taylor's Eyewitness Barlow. And one is about 170, 180 pound for a nice wood handle. I'm not sure, they usually have a couple when they're in, which is quite hard. And you have one that's 32 pound or something. Yeah. I've got them both here. Have you got them?
I've got the lower one.
Oh yeah, I've got them both here. Yeah, I've got them handy here. This is the Taylor's Eyewitness. Now, my one's got a little bit of bone that was put in it by a fella for me. That's the basic one and just basic hardwood. It's a lovely knife, really nice knife with a big bolster, and I say this bit of bone was just put in for me. That one's about 38 pound, and then you have.
Was that the snakewood one?
Yeah. No, this is not snakewood. This is ironwood. I don't have the snakewood one anymore. This is the ironwood version, which is much higher quality. You can just see by it. And that's ironwood. It's really beautifully grained, but you can't really see it here. It is. I don't have the lights here to do it. Beautiful knife and worth 170 pound if you're a collector.
Yeah.
And that's the if, because it's a very basic steel. Oh yes, sorry. There's the spine work up the back as well. I think it's a beautiful knife. I think it's worth all the money because it's British craftsmanship. This is made by one fella called Lee White. Well, I think there's maybe two now. He might have an apprentice who's there anyway. But Lee makes these all on his own, and he makes a fantastic knife. The only downside, and it's not really a downside because it is a traditional knife, using a basic traditional steel, and it's not the steel that's going to last you forever. To me, and this is only me, I can't really afford to use a 170 pound knife, roughly. Now, I could use it, cut a bit of string, no problem, and carry it in my pocket to show it off, and I do that regular, but I don't cut that much with it. I always have a second knife. But to me, it's more of a collection piece, and I think it's worth every penny because the craftsmanship is old school, made by hand in a tiny wee old workshop, and Lee is a master of this craft. So, yeah, that's worth it if you want. But if you just want that, especially, I love the bolster on this. The bolster is exactly the same as the main one, only it's not as highly polished. The blade's not as highly polished. It's just a basic steel. Does it cut? Absolutely. Will it last you 3 days? Probably not. But you get just a basic wood. This one's been stained. I think I just put wax on it just to keep it covered. But it is just a basic wood. And all these woods, they're basic and they're different colors. So you're not going to get exactly the same as mine.
Everyone's slightly
They're slightly different, yeah. You don't get a choice in them. This is just basic. I think it's about 32 pound. The place that I used to get them, and they do post to America, is the Bakewell Cook Shop. Now, if you contact me, if you send me a message on Instagram after this program, just to remind me, because I will forget, just to remind me, I'll send you the address for the Bakewell Cook Shop. They do send to America. But the other thing is, if for any chance that they don't want to do it on a cheap knife or whatever, tell me, I'll buy it for you, and I'll you can buy it. I'll get them to post it to me. They know me anyway. You can get them to post it to me, and I'll send it to America for you, and you can square me up, sure, with the price of the postage.
Yeah,
that sounds fair. Okay, that's that sorted. But for just a lovely bit of tradition, fantastic. There you go now.
Basic would be fine. Let's chat.
Yeah.
Tell you what.
Oh, that's our man, EDC Journeys. I thought it was somebody else. Was it not? Was that him from the beginning?
Let me see. Yeah, it was.
Was it?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought it was somebody else that seen it. No, I don't mind. Sorry, that wasn't a slur on you. I just thought it was somebody else.
Yeah. Hang on a second. Where was the comment? Yeah, it was.
It was.
EDC
Yeah,
Journeys,
yeah. I know you. Yes, I can get you one and send you one. No problem.
Do you have his address?
Oh no, that's why he's going to text me after. We'll sort all that out for you. I don't want to start doing that in the middle of the show.
I've got one. You can have it.
There you go. That's
There you
nice. Well, there you go. If he gives me a knife, I'll get the postage. I'll pay for the postage. So there you go. That's it. We'll sort that out.
Let's not.
But be the next couple of weeks.
Let's not. Don't go asking for stuff in the chat now just because we've given something away. All right, I don't want you getting carried away, folks. I probably shouldn't have said that. Probably should have sorted it out afterwards. It's going to kick off the thing.
Oh, Mikey, you're going to be. Mikey,
no,
you're going to be on the boat now.
No, it's not that, Mike. If you can't pay for it, Mikey's not interested. He likes it's the art of the deal. He's like the Donald Trump of the Midlands.
Actually, I was going to do this in tomorrow's video. Why not do it now? Do you remember I said I'm going to sharpen this wee knife? I'm not giving this away. You'd have to break my arm to get this off me. But what I'm going to do is a wee challenge. Everybody, always see people, oh, as a wee peanut, it's useless. It's not, it's just a wee knife. It's a fancy thing for keeping in the drawer. It's not. It's genuine. And I do a mini challenge. In the beginning, when I first came in, we used to do challenge, carry a peanut or carry a small toothpick and see how much you can use it for in your average week. Now, if you work the tools in the middle of a building site, not your sort of challenge. Don't worry about it at all. But you can do it when you finish work. Put one of these in your fifth pocket. This is a little pen knife, but that's what I think is nice because it's got two blades and blades cut, and that's all we want a knife for. In my everyday, there would be very few times that I actually really need something bigger than this.
That's very true. I mean, that's why the 58mm sack, you can use it so well.
And everybody who usually says that statement has the wee sack on the key ring.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? You could nearly bet they'll have one on the key ring.
Very true.
But this is such a useful little knife. They're under 3 inches, about 3 7/8 or something like that. I don't know. Something I haven't got it over. But anyway, the little small knife, and put it in your pocket, in your fifth pocket. But here's the other thing. Do you carry anything else in your fifth pocket? I'll ask Justin, do you carry anything in your fifth pocket?
I used to.
Yeah.
I used to always carry a 58mm, but now, because I always have the 85 with this in it, it's sort of redundant.
Unless you lose that.
Unless if I lose my wallet, I'm gonna be more worried about more other things than the fifth pocket knife. But it was funny because I always used to carry either 74 or the 58mm on the key rings, but now because I've got that, I don't like it. I'm silly about redundancy. I don't like carrying more than one thing that does the same job, So I carry a sack for the extra tools, and a knife as a knife.
I came from the world of bushcraft. But as part of that, they really had an EDC side, of always carrying your EDC stuff on you. So it got ridiculous when I was carrying wee tins made up of survival kit. And also, I just went bananas. It was like, I think my wife thought I had regressed to childhood and was looking medical help. But I love doing them. I love making up the wee challenges and things like that. But I've always carried something in my fifth pocket. Yeah. And it has grown. And it's now going to grow to one of these I'm going to carry. And I'm going to do this, I think, forever because it's such a handy tool.
And it's funny you mention it, because one knife that I've been sort of jonesing to use, where the hell did I put it? In the case, there it is the wee case. Beautiful. Is that a peanut or is it a?
No, it's a pen knife.
Yeah, it's a wee
pen knife.
That Gunslinger Cal sent me,
and that is a beauty.
And it is a cracker. It is just a perfect wee case. I mean, look at that. It's just lovely.
I think it's beautiful, but the reason I would maybe hold off about it, it's so nice.
Hey, really?
It is really so. I would you'd be better getting a Rough Rider little peanut, or I don't know. No, I mean, if you're happy to use it, I'm not
going to be using it for any heavy use or anything like
just
that.
Don't be tempted to get, because I'm going to use this for opening boxes now to see just how. And this is a really basic little pen knife, and a pen knife is where you get a blade that comes out from either side into the center. Okay, that's what I call a penknife. I call a single blade one a penknife too because I'm wrong. I like being wrong, but it's just a little penknife. That's all it is. That is just gorgeous. That is lovely. Ow! There's still blooming good spring left in this.
Yeah, there's real.
This is the sort of knife when I was a wee boy. We used to go into the shop and buy off a cart for about sixpence. It had been up on the old like a paper. You know, you get your peanuts hanging. One of them little cards, and all the wee knives would have been in the elastic string, and you bought one for sixpence. That was it. And that's what I would have used for everything. Building forts, everything get used. Now, did we break them? Yes, we broke them because we were throwing them at trees. We were doing all sorts. And you went, the next time you had sixpence, you went and bought another one. But they were perfect. Sharpened them on the curb at the side of the road. Love it. So that's the sort of size of the one. Not, not something like that, because that is a really useful tool.
Yeah.
Not that this is not, but it's a different thing. It's going to fit in your fifth pocket.
And I think this is why I brought these out. So we've got, if you can name the knives, go for it. So you've got one, the baby banter, and you've got your dragonfly. Okay. And I mean, those are two of my favorite fifth pocket knives. Okay. But they're lockers. So there's a limited places that I can actually use them and carry them legally in the UK. But they're beautiful fifth pocket knives. They just slip nicely in and they sit there lovely. The other two options that I would put out there would be the Buck 55.
That's not that.
Is it two?
It's too tight. Yeah.
Too big?
It's too soon. No.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He stole that off me.
Stole it? I can't remember what he got for it, but he has regretted it ever since, it has to be said. And the other one, which I really, really adore, is that. That's a GEC 49, I think. And it is just a wee beauty. It's a wee Northfield. And it's gorgeous, but that's just a wee gentleman's knife sort of thing. And it's lovely. And again, that fifth pocket size, these are a little bit bigger than what Stephen's talking about.
This is really slim, really small.
Really useful.
But what I normally carry, and what I've carried for donkey's years now, I always have a bit of paracord, and it's big enough that it can get round my thigh. It can get round my thigh. I've got a Canadian jam knot in it, and I always carry this just in case I stab the inside of my leg. I can put this on and just cinch it up. I don't have to do anything. It's a tourniquet. Or if I go to the scene of an accident,
I thought you were going to say scene of a crime there.
Well, no, not yet. Well, I haven't been caught yet, so I don't know. So I always have this, and it's a bit bulky. Yes, it is a bit bulky, but I added to it a few weeks ago with a little bit of bank line, the thin bank line. You can see that, just in case Sally kicks me out and I need to go and make a shelter. I can tie this between two trees and go and seal somebody's coat and put it over me. So there we go. I carry that just to have a. Have you ever been stuck and you just need a little bit of twine to do a silly little job? Maybe if something breaks down in the car, you haven't got anything to tie your boot. You open your boot to put something in it. That will do it. It's strong enough to do it. So I put that in there. I don't even notice the difference. So what I'm going to add to it is this little penknife. And those three things, and I add one more thing. Sorry, I have another thing I carry. It's in my bedroom. I took these out of my pocket. I forgot to take the other thing. I have £3 coins. I put £3 coins in the bottom of my pocket just in case.
Fair enough.
It's literally just in case I need to make a phone call because the old 2Ps don't go in a phone box anymore. But, I can just walk in, or I need a bottle of pop and I have no money. I walked out with no money. I'm walking a dog. I like just to have that silly little £3 on me. So I have that and then this in my pocket. But I've carried that, honestly, for years and years.
You see, you live in proof that you can take a boy out of EDC, but you can't take the EDC out of the boy.
But I'm going to start carrying that. And then after a month, we'll get back around the table. If you can carry one of these for a month, small peanut or whatever you choose, little penknife, and see what you can't cut.
Yeah,
rather
what
than
what
you can.
What are the limits?
What are the limits?
Push the boundaries a wee bit.
Yeah. And that's why I'm saying pick a cheaper one for now and see whether it will do everything you need it to do. But what I want to find out is what you find in a normal day that this wouldn't do.
Yeah.
Because we always carry I've always got a bigger knife to do the task, but I want to see just how much you can get done with this wee knife.
Pocket knife. Yeah.
So
absolutely.
there's a wee challenge for all of us you're in tonight, and we have about 39. That's great.
And this is what we're saying. Michael's actually saying that sometimes if you've got a fifth pocket knife or anything in the fifth pocket, it can get in the way of stuff. And I agree with that, especially if you've got something like the baby banter or the dragonfly. Anything that is a fifth pocket knife, but is a substantial fifth pocket knife that it's going to sit in there, it does get in the way. But something as small as that,
I mean,
maybe on its own, maybe not with the rest of the stuff as well, but definitely on its own. I think you'd almost forget that it's there until you actually need it.
I know there's a lump there. It's like a little bump. Yeah. So get my hands in my pocket, because it's cord, pushes in, and I can get right down the bottom of my pocket easy. Not a problem. And I've been doing it for years and years in my jeans. I don't carry it, which is, if I'm not wearing jeans and I'm wearing tracksuit bottoms and I'm white, I don't carry that cord, which is stupid. When you think of mentally why I'm carrying it, but when I'm in a tracksuit, I don't carry it. I would put a little knife like that in the bottom of my pocket. Silly. Maybe I need to change it. Well, yeah, I'm going to change that. This year I'm going to change it, and I will carry the cord in the other pocket with a torch or something, just throw it on top. Because I'll take a wee tiny torch with me. Do you know what I mean?
One of the wee ones.
Well, even smaller than that. But, I always have that in my pocket. So, yeah, it's just something. Look, it's a little game. Did anybody find out what video this was on?
And no, nobody's come back yet.
What time is it? Oh, God, we're 10 minutes over already. No, we're not. What time is it? We started at 7:30. Oh, it's 20 minutes ago. Please, anybody can find out where we've done the video that you had to say you were in. What was the question?
How many knives do you have?
Oh, yes. How many knives did I have in my collection? It'll be in my collection video, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't do a collection video. I was just counting.
Well, don't keep on feeding me material.
Please, anybody can find that. I want to give this knife away.
Oh, excellent.
I just uploaded that case canoe tonight. It's a stunning. Thank you so much, but it means a lot. Oh, right. Oh, that's
so
nice.
He's done Gus, I will make great pains to watch that tonight.
Yeah,
that'll be my bedtime watch. But mind you, that was probably something you don't need to know. Okay,
something you need to know. Big orange joint in my fifth pocket currently. Blade is
where's that?
Just over 2 inches. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the sort of thing. Even smaller, But I don't know what these blades. This is probably just over an inch, maybe an inch and a half.
Nothing more than that.
Yeah.
But
try whatever size you want to try.
Case Peanut is a classic.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then Mikey was saying, yes, he did indeed. Big shout out to Gunslinger, because it's been fantastic. And Mike was saying that he used to carry those in a wallet. What was it? Sean was that saying? Yeah.
I used to do the wee folding ones in the wallet.
I knew somebody had to say it.
What is it?
What are you talking about, Sean? You don't have a fifth pocket because you run around naked all the time. For crying out loud.
Video is 10.
He used to carry condoms in his fifth pocket.
Yeah, if you're a bank robber, they're good to put over your head. He's not that good looking.
He's called the naked bank robber.
Yeah.
No.
Somebody put the video up there, and you just took it off, right?
What video?
The video to get the bloody thing, Izzy. You put it up. I was trying to tell you.
Hold on, for goodness sake. People are starting to think that we don't know what we're doing. Video is small to medium single blade. I'll have a look for you. You keep talking.
Yeah. Honestly, you've no idea how much fun we have coming on and talking to you. I mean, honestly, there's been about 37, 39 people in, which is just fantastic. We never wanted to grow fast. We wanted to get, so most of us know each other and grow slowly. But I have so much fun, and so does Justin. We leave here, and our shoulders have come down for Justin works. Mine's just living with a wife. It's
he's going to talk to her tonight. Remember?
Well,
ish.
I used to carry. But yeah, it's I think it's a nice wee challenge, and I'm dying to give this wee thing away.
I'm looking for it.
I'm still not sure you can read.
10 small to medium size single blade knives, is it?
Right.
Small to medium?
Yeah.
Here we go. We've got 45 comments.
That'll be the one.
Boom.
So you should be given a number of how many they think.
Yeah. Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Right.
So I'm going to look through the numbers, and we'll find a close one to
The only thing what I did say, you're not allowed to go over.
Right.
So it must be under this number.
Yep.
So what you're going to get when he finds that and I give you the number,
Ooh.
is this beautifully coloured. What do they call it? Secretary's knife or something they call it?
It's either a pocket pal or a secretary.
Pocket pal or a secretary knife.
Depending
Again,
whether it's finger.
It's a great little knife for a fifth pocket, but it's got a little bit of a bigger blade on it. There it is, the Monster. I just love that. It's got the Monster on there. It's in really good nick. It's not brand new, but it's never been used. Let's put it like that. But it's not brand new. I bought this secondhand, and I did buy it. So this is a beautiful little knife. So slim. Listen to the snap on them. Look how thin that is. So it was just a wee quick giveaway, but I do want to give it. I put it in one of the wee Victorinox slips. It's just beautiful to keep in your pocket, and will do most things in your day. So there you go, little slip, red liner inside, and the number of I've forgotten what it was now.
382.
Huh? No, 281.
You won't believe this. Somebody's got it exactly.
281.
Yep.
Who is it?
It is Jacob McFadden 611. I don't think he's in tonight, but
you know him there.
No, I have no idea. But I thought
I have to say he's not so near. Yeah, Jake McFadden. I know you're not on tonight, but this is the thing. I'll do you a favour that I really shouldn't do, but at least he got it right and he partaked.
No, who else is it? Why was it somebody?
It wasn't on this show, so I'll announce it tomorrow in the video I'm doing tomorrow. And if you give me I'm not going to tell you it now. It's a bit stupid. You're not watching, but just in case you watch tonight,
well, we can do a quick reply to him on that one, and then let him know that he won.
We can do that.
Well, yeah, you put replies on this all the time.
All right, I'll do that then. What are you sitting there for? Gosh sake, what do I pay all this hard-earned cash to you for? Do you know how hard I work for my money?
I'm trying to figure that out, actually.
Yeah, I don't. So there we go. Lovely to give that knife to what's he called again?
Jacob McFadden.
Jacob McFadden. Well done. But if we don't even get him here, I'll do it in tomorrow's video. I don't know what I was thinking about. I don't know what I think about most of the time.
You think?
So we got that, and just a wee quick. It's Jack Wolf week, which and it's the Barlow, which is the one that I don't know whether you bought this one. I don't know. Is this the one I gave you? I can't remember.
No, I
bought
you
bought that one off me. He bought this one off me. Because at the time I wasn't really into micarta, and he's always been into micarta. That was that one. That was the first one, and this is the newer model. It's got just different handle material, but this was the first one that we think that had the triple ring bolster.
I'm pretty sure because as you said, because it was the Barlow.
Yeah. So now all his knives have all knives coming in the future will have the triple ring bolster, which to me makes such a difference, especially on a Barlow. Yeah. It gives it's got a sort of a third of the cover.
But I mean, this one was always a favorite. I mean, I'm always a sucker for a ram's foot, particularly. I like any kind of variation.
And this is officially a ram's foot, but it's called a sheep.
It's a proper, but it's a proper one. But it is a fantastic knife. It is just so comfortable in hand. There's nothing complicated about the handle, the covers, or anything else, and it's
thin behind the edge.
The thinness behind the edge is incredible.
And I don't think that's any different. Let me just have a quick feel here.
As the actress said to the bishop.
Well, if there is, it's not much.
No,
it's not anything. It's just
my hands aren't as sensitive.
So really, the only thing that is in this is they got a bigger sharpening choil on the newer one, which is here. You can see that bigger sharpening choil, which just clears it from all the bottom of the bottom of the Ricasso there a little bit better. So you get more sharpening time with this. That's the only difference. And you can fix them, get taught there anyway. But this is just beautiful.
Yeah, and I mean it's one of my favorites. It has to be said. So for me, it's the Vampire Jack and this one, the Midnight Jack. I just think these two are definitely always going to stay with me.
Do you know what surprised me? Even though it was January last month, and it's always a hard month for people, that gunslinger that went out last month, there's still some left. I can't believe there's some left.
It's a gorgeous knife.
It's really beautiful. It would be sort of my second favorite because a single blade gun stock is what it's supposed to be. But how often do you see a single blade
Yeah,
gun
they're
stock
usually
now?
the double jacks.
They're usually double, and it just, you've ruined the ergonomics is gone completely. As soon as you put another blade, you've got to get over it. To me, that one is just the perfect gun stock. And again, with the blade steel like S90V or M390,
I'm not
you're
complaining.
just not at all. Most of us will never notice a difference.
This
Let's
is the
be
truth.
honest,
This is the truth.
we never know the difference.
So, what else have we got? Somebody asked me about the Warncliffe banter. Hadn't even seen it, Elan. I mean, I must have a look for it. I must have a look at it
nice looking,
to
actually.
see. Yeah,
It's quite nice looking.
I mean, I love my baby banter. The only thing about the baby banter is because it's such a small blade, it's the thumb studs get in the way of the cut. You know, if you're cutting through boxes or even through meat or through a piece of fruit or anything like that.
Is there a hole in it? I can't remember.
No.
No, so you can't just
I've
pull it out.
I've tried taking the thumb studs out and just using pressure to
Can you open it with two fingers like this?
Oh, I absolutely.
I would just take it off.
Yeah. No, but it's got such a nice action.
All
It's
right.
got such a nice action. If it had a spidey hole or something like that, or as a variation, or even if it was a flipper,
could you not? You know them ones you can buy to put on knives, the little thumb studs. Buy one of those. Take that thumb stud and move the thumb stud back.
I'll have a go.
And just put one of those or re-drill it back.
Oh, I'm not messing around with my knives.
Well, I would give it to somebody to re-drill. I wouldn't do it myself.
There's something in there. There's something in that, but any number of variations. But it
might
still a
even
lovely
work
wee
way
knife.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still a lovely wee knife. But it's, I mean, and every wee knife has
I've just had a thought.
That's always dangerous.
Do you know the brass one you get for the bucks?
Yes. Oh, that you can put
one of those on
further up.
No, it's longer, but it's curved down the way so that it's going to take the.
Yeah, no, but the thing about it is that it actually gets in the way of the cut. So any kind of thumb stud is going to just get in the way.
Yeah, this is flat. It just bent over.
Is it?
Yeah, it's raised. It's a bit thicker at the top, but it comes down narrow and it just clips over the top of the blade.
I know the one you mean.
Yeah, that might work.
That might work.
Or even just get a little bit of brass and bend it over it. See if you can, if you can push it out.
It just gives enough of a.
Just to get your finger. That's it.
We'll practice and see.
Any problems? We'll sort them out.
We went off there. So we've got a lot. Gus is in the thing. Very welcome, Gadget. We've got Joseph La Pietra, and honest to God, see today we're all over the place today.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? I like that.
So anyway,
hit the like button, by the way.
Yes,
please.
Absolutely. And while you're still here, because Stephen asked me new knives, and I haven't asked you yet. New knives, Steve.
What have I? Well, I had the Jack Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Did I have anything new this week? Damn it, I can't think.
Well, even in the last week.
See,
it's a loaded question.
I don't think I have. I genuinely don't think. That's terrible. Imagine not having a knife. Oh, I know what I've got coming. I knew what I meant to say. The New Year edition of the Rosecraft blades. I have got 4 coming. 4 new slip joints. And they are gorgeous.
Really?
I don't think there's a couple of them I can't show you yet, but when they come,
fantastic.
You will do them as they're released. They've already released one, which I think is beautiful. That orange and black G10 one.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Go on to Rosecraft. I don't know where you've seen it. It's absolute. It's got one of the nicest clip points.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's just lovely. And it's really loud. It's symmetric parallel.
Oh yes, no, I have seen that.
And it's like black in the middle and then orange and red. It's so unusual, but the blade on it is just right up my class.
And is it still the D2?
Yep, they're all D2.
Fantastic.
And they are all look exactly the same quality as I've watched a couple of videos. Big Red's had some of them. I'm a bit behind because he didn't want to send the initial couple out until the other ones get postage wise. It's it is a fledgling company to send, which I really appreciate. They sent me, I think they've sent me 6 different knives. So they wanted to wait till they got it all. Then it's 1 postage and that's it.
Yeah.
So I'm more than happy for that. More than happy. Because they're not released here yet. So it's going to take.
Well, I mean, they've really only been trickling through really slowly.
Yeah. Even in America, we haven't been seeing a whole lot.
Yeah.
I mean, they're only trying to do it one at a time and give it a week or 2 between each. So whenever I get them, you'll see that one definitely. By the time I get them, probably the second one will be out. and I'll be able to show you that. But I'm just so excited.
Excellent.
And this is, to me, I know people don't like using the word, right? Budget price. And these are between 50 and 60 quid. To me now, in my knife collecting now, that's budget. But I don't mean to put other knives off, because I still have plenty that are under that. But just in my knife collecting, that's what I call, sort of 40 to 100 is that sort of
Lower
mid
end
budget,
yeah.
mid budget, high budget. Because that's what I buy most of the time.
But there's a good range of stuff. The Rough Rider reserves line, and the Rosecraft line. I mean, but it's just lovely that you're seeing knives with a certain amount of quality and a certain and that style as well in that price. It's
40 to 60 quid Rosecraft are, and they're just flipping fantastic.
Now, they're knocking them out of the ballpark, really.
Really are.
Because I mean, it won't come as anybody's a surprise to anybody, but Mikey Newman got a new Rosecraft plate.
I've seen that on our talk box thing.
He's still addicted to Spideys and lockers, but every now and again he gets a lovely wee.
Oh, by the way, sorry, just
no,
very rude I am. Very, very rude. Do you want to share my water?
No, thank you. You're okay, mate.
You can have a drink if you want to.
No, I'm all good.
Missed that one. I have a Hinder XM18 3.5 S35 VM on the washers, which is flipping drop dead, just gorgeous shutty. You've seen that. It's a beautiful knife. I'm up for selling it, and it's going for a reasonable price. I would think about 275 or a near offer. By 275 or a near offer, it's mint, absolutely mint.
It's a beautiful knife too.
Mint.
It's a beautiful knife. But we do recognize it's difficult times as well. I mean, Don C was just saying that he was trying to sell his Cozy and couldn't. I mean, it must have been breaking his heart to sell it in the first place.
Is it a small or a big Cozy?
It's a small one.
Doesn't fit my hand. The 31 fits my hand, or the 21. But the Cozy was the first Chris Reeve I ever had, and it was just too small. And that's why I got the 31, and then I had to trade it to buy another knife.
But he was selling at a very reasonable price, and it just didn't sell. And I think it's that time. It's definitely that time of year. And there's,
well, I don't know, because I think we're going to start seeing people not paying so much money. I think you and me were talking about this before. I think since COVID brought this huge amount of people into the knife community.
Yeah, true.
Because they weren't working, they were sitting at home watching something, then decided, oh, I'll maybe get into that. I like knives, get into that. And they were coming in with a bigger pocket than a lot of us used to come in.
Yeah.
We used to come in, and start budget, then work our way through. But they came in, they had that extra money, sitting at home, not spending anything. Oh, I can buy that one. That's 200. That's all. And if you're starting off buying a £300 knife, I'd have had a problem. I'd be up in the thousands by now, and Sally and the kids would have left. But yeah, I think they're going to come to. I think we're coming to the end of that big burgeoning, because I've noticed a couple
of
people,
of the market.
And I noticed a few people disappearing now. I'm not making videos, and that's why it normally happens. I found out you get wee rises and falls.
Yeah.
And COVID really gave it a boost, and I think the prices are going to maybe start coming down a wee bit. I don't think they're going to continue going up. That's for sure.
I mean, you'll always get your different price brackets.
Of course, and so they should be.
Yeah, but it'll be interesting to see if the prices do come down again.
The budget knives now, just the budget knives to come out with D2 with mint condition, that their finishing fitness beautiful for 50 quid. That's just unheard of. That's such a good bargain, and that knife could do you the rest of your life.
Well, that's the thing. Absolutely.
So the boys that are selling the £250 and down, but you see an awful lot of the boys now are just starting. They're not knife making. And this is no slur in them. Make money how you can. That's what life is all about. But they're coming in and they're starting design, and they send. They just really send it. Now there's ones that do an awful lot more. Don't get me wrong, but they draw a picture, send it off. The Chinese make them, and they're coming back. But they're starting about £350. A lot of them, and that's, to me, that's too much. It's like you need to earn the stripes for me to start paying that sort of money. Yeah.
Speaking of which, advanced knife, Bro's knife, the stump jumper.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
No, nor did I.
It's too thick.
Yeah, it was like a chunky knife
for me, and I love him.
Yeah, I think he's great.
But for me, it was like a bad Rough Rider. It was just thick.
Too
Rough Rider Reserve.
If he'd
double blade.
gone a single blade,
Yeah.
I think it would have been absolutely fantastic because
Absolutely.
that would have cut down in the breadth of it.
And again, though, it was a bit samey with the other fella. Traditional pocket knives. He brought the knives out in that square sort of shape.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
So there wasn't
Yeah,
anything. It didn't catch your.
Yeah, and I think
catch your eye.
we're going to, because there's been so many knives made, you can't make anything that's original unless you're very good.
Yeah. Well, the original stuff is the stuff that, and actually, we're probably getting to the end of the almost fantasy blade shape kind of stuff. You know the way Civivi and Kaiser and all of those went buck daft, and either extreme pointy wedges, you know, arrow shaped knives and harpoon shaped knives, and then you got the Tucson with all of their recurves of from here until, I mean, they were bending space and time for crying out loud to make a recurve now. So you know, it's almost like it's.
And yeah, we
again.
started that when they came out with theirs, and it was a really high end made knife at a fairly reasonable price for what it was. They were real fantasy, beautiful curves, colors. I mean, they threw in these colors that we'd not seen before. And you're right, Tucson and the Chinese just jumped on it, made knives that were fantastically made. There was good quality, but they were just a wee step too far for me. Some of them.
But maybe it's just us. Maybe there's a market for it. Maybe it's just us. But I don't know. You go down that kind of weird knife shape, but then you come back again.
But I think when everybody can have what you thought was the fantasy, it ain't a fantasy anymore.
Well, there is that.
You know that's it. And I think you'll always get the pigs and troughs where something will be the fantasy knife for a certain period of time, and then bang, they drop off. They're not worth. Nobody wants to buy them. Again, don't buy a knife to make money.
Oh, speaking of fantasy knives, and it's not a fantasy knife, it's a ridiculous knife.
Ridiculous knife? You don't do ridiculous. Oh, that. Oh, I love that. Yes.
I've forgotten because I haven't shown it on the show yet. I was lucky enough to get one of Mike's knives last 27, is it?
No, 21.
21.
You got 21
and a 71, I think.
That's the 21 and that's the 71, which is a big knife anyway.
I mean,
well,
it's
not
a
big one, but
it's a good substantial size of knife.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is a great knife. The 71, it's a fantastic knife. The Bullbuster, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bull nose. And then you've got the Bullbuster, and the Bullbuster makes this look slightly pathetic.
Let's get them right beside each other because otherwise it's so difficult. This is them butt to butt. Look at the difference in size. That's them exactly.
Honest to God, I had no idea it was that size.
Yeah, my wife said that.
Yeah.
I have a large hand, and let me tell you, that is a large grip. That is a really substantial, fantastic knife. I love it. I didn't think I would like it because I thought it would have been too big for my hand. But it's just, it's just so comfortable.
Oh no, it's
beautiful.
Even for working on the allotment or bushcrafting or whatever else, just having it as a camp knife, I think that's a
all your food
option.
prep and everything with that. It's
brilliant,
beautiful.
Absolutely brilliant. But I was really delighted with it.
It's beautiful. I have to say, I will get one eventually.
Yeah. I mean, it is the ultimate swordbuster kind of style. That one, Maggie Newman, I like that one. As would Gus, actually. I mean, everybody is a sucker for a swordbuster. Would like that one.
I like a swordbuster, but there seems to be this again another one of those crazes where everybody's ordering swordbusters. They've got 10, 12 swordbusters.
Yeah, but I mean,
I'm the same with Barlow's.
Everybody's got their own particular poison. And I mean, I just love the swordbuster.
It's a fantastic knife.
It really is.
Really is. A do-all knife.
Yeah. The one that I would really like to get is the Chernobyl Fire Ant by Finch, because it's a swordbuster shape, but it's more of an angular drop point. It doesn't have that big belly curve at the end, and I really like the look of it. So it would be interesting to see what way that would go. Yeah, don't see the 21. Have to say, I was blown away by it. Byron saying, Vikings started 15+ channels will build their best Viking blade, and you get to vote. Ooh. That sounds like an interesting one. Mikey, stop talking about the Bark River with Paddy in the room, okay? You know that's not, we're not allowed to talk about that. Yeah, and there's six gunslinging. I love the bullnose himself, been carrying one for. Look, if I only had one knife and it was the bullnose, I would be perfectly happy with it, I have to say.
Yeah, but there's a few knives out there, you know, when you're honest, that if you only had one, it would do.
Yeah, or if you had 281.
Yeah,
they do.
That is it, isn't it? You know,
yeah.
that is it.
I think you got to start somewhere.
But it just shows you, because I was convinced I had less than 200. Totally convinced, because I'd been getting rid of so many knives. Just shows you how many knives I had.
You had.
Because I was so sure I was under.
Well, I think I was up at 120 sacks at one point, and I'm down to under 70 now.
That's great. It's good to move, isn't it?
It is good to move, and of course
it's hard to start to do it though.
The irony is that I was over 100 sacks, and now I've got rid of about 40 or 50 of them, and I've got more than 60. I've got about 60 traditional knives and locking knives now, so it sort of takes over. It takes over the other side of the collection. Yeah. Anyway, which way you go. So anyway, we're an hour and 6 minutes in, so I think we're going to call it a day there.
Don't see, I'm 5'6".
Where's this? Don't say you're taller than me, so yeah, stop bullying me again. That's all I'm saying. Yes, are you wee Judge short? Yes. Look, I'm not a flippin' adverb, okay, or adjective, for crying out loud. I mean, wise up. Wee Judge short. That means very short, or hobbit short.
Well, have you seen the size of the puffy I've had to put in the seat? It's like a barber's chair, just to get him up level.
Yeah, Tony's ponies. Yeah, I think that's a very healthy way to look at it,
Tony. I did, but I got up into lots of hundreds, and I had to just do it. I couldn't afford not to sell them, because my price range went up for the knives that I liked. I had to sell these ones to buy them ones. But I've just got to a stage now where I'm in a lovely position where, you know, I can keep my channel going. When I get stuck a wee bit, I've done that offer, or not an offer. When I asked if he could help out, the amount of people that helped out were just amazing.
The generosity was fantastic.
And I got that beautiful starting stone. I got, well, so much stuff. I had so much stuff that just really keep me, and I'm going to repay you by doing sharpening videos, whether you like them or not.
Michael Morgan's advice is good, just never add up the cost. Although counterpoint,
oh gosh, no.
Counterpoint, there's a paradox in that, because it is both really disturbing to even start to noodle on the cost of all your knives, what you've spent on them over time, but at the same time, you start to look at them and go, this is quite a collection. This is worth quite a pretty piece, and there's a certain satisfaction in that. So there's a paradox, yes. You know, it's a contradiction.
I love the fact people, not you lot in there, because you are all perfect. It's when you have a YouTube channel, the amount, if you show off too many expensive knives, the amount of abuse you get is just phenomenal, with prats coming on and some of the stupid things. I have to say, I'm really lucky, but I know there's a lot of people get so much for it. Now, it'll not bother me in the slightest, because, like you said, I'm really proud of my collection. It's taken 7 years to build.
Yeah, and it's not as if you got there overnight.
No, it's taken me the hard way to do it. Well, not the hard way. I think it's a better way, because I learned how to do everything I needed to do on the cheaper knives, and then moved on to knives I can really appreciate for just what they are.
Absolutely.
The price is immaterial, nearly.
Yeah. I think you've carried me out. You've influenced me too quickly. Because
well, I think you moving them on now, you know it makes a difference, doesn't it?
Oh, I do.
Because it does give you, free up that money that you can reinvest in something else.
It is good. Mikey, I'm definitely not talking to you anymore. You and I both know that you're not that tall. You're at most 21 wee Juds, and I won't hear anything more about it. He's using me as a measurement now. I had to explain that to him. Now, folks, thank you very, very much. Don C, you had 350, but sold and traded down to 30 or 40. That's a level of discipline. I'm not sure we're there yet.
I'm not there, but I really admire it, because I can understand. If I didn't have a YouTube channel, I could do that.
Yeah.
and I could honestly do that. I would say 50. I would love to get down the one day that would maybe I just have 50.
But maybe we should do that one day.
No,
no,
I'm not ready. Don't make me do it. Turn it off. Turn it off.
I don't mean actually get rid of it all. I mean,
let's not think about it either.
No, think about what would be the 50 that you would keep.
Do you know what my worry about this conversation is? Was going back to pricing what knives you have. What happens if Sally found out how much I've got in here?
Don't speak too loudly. For the love of all that's holy.
I would not be here next Thursday. I would have the wooden overcoat and in a box.
Folks,
we're gone.
We are definitely done. Apart from anything else, I gotta get home and go to bed because I'm knackered. But he's boring me now. So I mean,
I had such a lovely night with you. You made our night, and I hope you enjoyed the bit of the crack and talking with some of your chums. And we'll see you next Thursday on Thursday night as normal.
Yep, absolutely.
What date's next Thursday?
It's the 9th, so 15th.
So yeah, the 15th we'll have somebody from Jack Wolves on with us next week.
Why?
Because they go live on the 16th.
Yeah.
I have a video up on this one.
That's come round awful quickly.
Yeah, we got them a bit late this year.
Right.
So I'll do a closing video on this. I've got an initial impression one on this one up on the channel if you want to have a look at it. And yes, if you're that fella and you see the video tonight, you've won the wee knife. If not, Jud's going to try and contact you and we'll sort out postage and get it to you.
Take it easy, folks. And thanks again for joining us.
Yeah,
all the best.
Thanks very much. Bye now. God, that disappeared.